Hey, what's the deal? This your boy Tag from Pro Wrestling Tag. You know what I mean? As of this recording right now, it is 4:15 p.m. You know what I mean? June 2nd, 2025. You know what I mean? And you guys already know what's in the background. Washing my dishes. I'm not answering the fucking phone. Fuck that. I already answered the phone too many fucking times today. So I am going to respond to something that I've been hearing for quite a good while within the last within the last 24 hours. Right? And you know what? Hold on a fucking minute, yo. Yeah, sorry about that. Like, I hate when motherfuckers call and stuff. You know what I mean? But going back to what I was saying, you know, I heard a lot of discourse within the past 24 hours about R-Truth and Carlito and you know, people are giving Triple H all kinds of shit, and you know they're saying, oh, TKO was bad for the WWE and blah 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 blah. You know, now they're back to walking on eggshells and blah 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 blah. Right? But the same shit that we're hearing now about TKO, it was a lot worse some fucking, I don't know, 5 to 6 years ago. 5 to 6 years ago. Under Vince. Vince's administration was way, way fucking worse than what the fuck you're seeing now. Way worse. Alright? Let's not get it fucked up. Alright? You act like Vince is still in charge and, you know, he's basically saying, oh, well, you know, you can't speak up and everything else. You know what I mean? Like, they don't look at you, you know, they look at you very differently and such. You know, you act like Vince is still running shit. It was way worse. Remember when Vince was releasing people left to right? This is the same man who basically took some of your favorite NXT Black and Gold stars, right? And look what the fuck he did to them. Look what he did to them, okay? Look what the fuck he did to... Look what he wanted to do to Adam Cole, right? He wanted to make Adam Cole cut his hair and be a manager for fucking Keith Lee. Like, you serious? You gotta be fucking joking. And look what happened to Keith Lee. Look what he did. Bearcat Keith Lee. Bearcat Keith Lee. Like, come on, man. You know what I mean? I mean, Vince was doing shit out the ordinary where it's like what the fuck? Vince didn't get it. Vince did not fucking get it. You know what I mean? So he was releasing people. He was releasing people left and right. Left and right. Left and right. Like I said, let's go back to that COVID year where he was releasing people like, you know, Rusev and Tommy End. And, I mean, look what the fuck he made Tommy End do. Look what he did to EC3. Look what he did to a lot of fucking people. You know, he also wasn't embracing, he also was not embracing, you know, wrestling's traditions, like war games and, you know, shit like that. He wasn't embracing that. He wasn't embracing the indies. He wasn't doing none of that. None of that. And you say TKO is worse? Look at the storylines he was doing. Look at the fucking storyline creative he was doing. It was shit. It was pure shit. WWE was at its worst peak when Vince was running the company. At its worst. At its fucking worst. And you want to compare, you want to compare TKO. You want to compare this to what TKO is doing? Get the fuck out of here. Like, you stupid or something? Like I said in my last video, right? Triple H more than likely cut these people because of other factors, but mostly because they were not his guys. They didn't come off from his cloth. They didn't. They truly didn't. And you know what? I feel bad. Do I feel bad for Ron the True Killings? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But it's business. It's business. Nobody really knows what happened. Nobody. No fucking body. You know what I mean? Nobody. You know, and then I'm seeing people shit all over the AAA announcement and such, what WWE did and such. They're shitting all over that. All because of, and mind you, these are losers who's saying all this shit. These are losers who live in their mom's basement. Who never even seen a pair of tits in their life. Like, you serious? R-Truth is going to be all right. While you're going to be, going to the supermarket and get pizza bagels, nigga. You know what I mean? Fuck out of here. You're comparing TKO to Vince? I mean, no. You're comparing Vince to TKO when Vince, it was... Do you also remember the time when Vince and John Laurinaitis and let me see, who else? I think Nick Khan was there. I'm not sure. And it was somebody else. They all went down to Orlando, right? To the Performance Center. They walked around. They were seeing people. And I think Kevin Dunn was there. They were seeing people and such. And they released almost every fucking body there. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? Yes or no? And you're telling me that TKO is worse? Like, you gotta be out of your fucking mind. People were, fear for their fucking jobs walking on eggshells with Vince. You know what I mean? Like, there were people crying and everything else while under Vince. While under fucking Vince. And again, you mean to tell me that this administration is a lot it's worse than, than fucking, than with under Vince? Like, come on, man. Come on, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, until I hear backstage morale being fucked up, because AEW's backstage morale, if you really want to call spade a spade, look at AEW's morale. It is low. It is very fucking low. It's extremely low. And you want me to sit there and say that, you would rather take what AEW is doing over WWE? Wow. Unfucking believable. Like, you motherfuckers are brain dead. Seriously. You guys are seriously brain dead. Seriously. All this discourse, like I said before, I'm going to say this again. All this discourse is coming from the AEW sickos that think that the ship is going to be right back. The momentum is going to be, rolled back to AEW's favor, which is not. Which is not. You know what I mean? Which is clearly fucking not. Again, it's business. It's fucking business. You know what I mean? It's pure fucking business. And you want to sit there. Oh yeah, and I also found out that Sarah Logan was released too. I even put the report up. You want to sit there and tell me that that this administration, Endeavor TKO, was the worst thing that ever happened to WWE when Vince and such, was the worst thing that happened to WWE. I didn't hear anything about backstage morale and shit like that. I think a lot of people who, when they talk to one wrestler in the back, I think they just, that person's probably just spewing bullshit and such, right? Just spewing bullshit. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? I would rather take this. And mind you, like, the wrestlers have a lot more opportunities now. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're doing all these things and such, right? That they couldn't do under Vince. They could not do a fucking thing under Vince. And you want to take, you want to say this is a bad administration? You got to be out of your fucking mind. Legit out of your fucking mind. Because there's still going to be people who's going to go to WWE whether you like it or motherfucking not. Yeah, I mean, you act like, and this is the discourse I hate about social media too. They act like R-Truth died. They act like Ronda Truth Killings died. You know what I mean? They act like he died. Yeah, I mean, you act like, you act like, thing, passed away and shit. Come on, man. By week's end, you guys are going to, forget about this and shut the fuck up and move on with your life. That's what the fuck you're going to do. You know what I mean? Oh, TKO Endeavor is bad when Vince was worse. Way fucking worse. Did I also tell you about what Kevin Dunn did to the women? You know what I mean? What he tried to have the women do? I mean, come on, man. You smoking crack or something, man? Or Vince would have never done this. Yeah, the fuck he would. And worse, where he let go of 20 people all in one setting. One motherfucking setting. Anyway, I'm about to be out. I will be making another video tonight for sure. You know what I mean? It's Monday. It's Monday night. Raw. Grr. All right, so I'm going to holler at y'all. Peace.